Okay, here in this displacement current we are going to discuss the two plates of the capacitor. Here these are the two plates of a capacitor. These two plates are maybe in the circular shape. Here the area of each plate is say capital A. Area of each plate. Area of each plate is equal to capital A. If these are in circular shape, then that is equal to pi r square we can write. So area of each plate is this one. Here, whenever the potential difference is applied across this one, at certain instant of time, variable potential difference is applying. Okay, at certain instant of time, whenever the potential difference across this one is say V, at that instant of time, the charge stored on one plate of the capacitor is plus Q, on the other plate it is minus Q. So here on this one left plate, suppose positive charge is developed, on the right plate negative charge is developed, like this. Okay, then in between the two plates of the capacitor, intensity of electric field is developed. No, what is the direction of intensity of electric field? The intensity of electric field is always away from the from higher potential to lower potential, means in this direction. No? So what is that intensity of electric field? Here in between the two plates of the capacitor, intensity of electric field is equal to sigma by epsilon naught. No, because these two plates are nearer to each other. These two plates are nearer to each other. So in front of one of the plates, the intensity of electric field due to this plate is equal to surface charge density on this plate is say sigma, where sigma is equal to charge on this plate by area of the plate, that is called surface charge density. If the surface charge density on this plate is sigma, then intensity of electric field at this point due to this plate alone is sigma by 2 epsilon naught, that is away from the positive charge. Due to negative charge also, intensity of electric field is sigma by 2 epsilon naught only, but because of negative charge it is in this direction. So what is the net intensity of electric field? Net intensity of electric field means E is equal to sigma by 2 epsilon naught plus sigma by 2 epsilon naught. That's why sigma by epsilon naught. So in between the two parallel capacitor plates, the intensity of electric field is equal to sigma by epsilon naught. Therefore, from this E is equal to sigma means Q by area of the plate, charge stored on each plate by area of the plate into epsilon naught. Therefore, charge stored on each plate of the capacitor is equal to A epsilon naught into E. No, this is equation 1. Charge stored on each plate is equal to A epsilon naught into capital E. Okay, therefore, here the charge stored on each plate of the capacitor is not constant. Whenever V changes, automatically the potential difference between the, whenever V changes, the charge stored on the plates of the capacitor will also change. So whenever it changes, intensity of electric field also changes. Okay, therefore, because of change in the charge, the current passes between the two plates of the capacitor. Because of change in the charge on the plates of the capacitor, the current passing through them. Or because of change in intensity of electric field between the two plates, some current passes between the two plates of the capacitor, even though there is no direct electrical contact between the two plates. These two plates are not connected by means of a conducting wire. Okay, but even then, because of change in the charge stored on the plates of the capacitor, some current will pass from one plate to another plate. Such current is called the displacement current. So therefore, displacement current ID is equal to dq by dt. That means rate of change in the charge stored on the plates of the capacitor, which is equal to dq by which is equal to d by dt of q, means we can write A epsilon naught E, no, from equation 1. So this is equal to d by dt of q, means A epsilon naught into E. This is equal to A epsilon naught is constant, you write outside, into dE by dt. So ID is equal to dE by dt. It is the formula for displacement current. Okay, this is equation 2. So here from this it is clear that whenever the potential difference between the two plates of the capacitor increases or changes, then intensity of electric field between the two plates of the capacitor changes, because potential difference between the two plates of the capacitor V is equal to ED. E into D means distance between the two plates, that is X. When V changes, intensity of electric field changes. X does not change. When V changes, intensity of electric field changes. When intensity of electric field changes, then dE by dt exists. If it exists, then ID exists. That's why, because of change of electric field between the two plates of the capacitor, some current will pass from one plate to another plate inside the capacitor, even though there is no electrical contact between those two plates of the capacitor. Okay, such current flowing between the two plates of the capacitor due to change of electric field is called the displacement current. So how we can define the displacement current? Displacement current means because of the current produced due to the rate of change of electric field. Therefore, from this we can define the displacement current as the current produced due to rate of change in intensity of electric field. Intensity of electric field between two plates, two parallel plates. So the current produced due to the rate of change of intensity of electric field between the two parallel plates is called displacement current. Displacement current. Okay, here, so what is the displacement current due to rate of change of intensity of electric field means by using this formula we can find. Okay, next, from V is equal to Ex, instead of E, you substitute V by X, then from 2, as V is equal to E into X implies E is equal to V by X, no? Therefore, from equation 2, displacement current ID is equal to A epsilon naught into, we are having dE by dt. Therefore, displacement current is equal to A epsilon naught into d by dt of E means V by X. Of course, X is constant, you write, you keep aside A epsilon naught by X into dV by dt. That is equal to A epsilon naught by X means A epsilon naught by D is the capacitance, no? Here instead of D, we imagined X. That's why A epsilon naught by X is the capacitance of the parallel plate capacitor into dV by dt. Therefore, displacement current ID is equal to, from this formula, A epsilon naught into dE by dt, we can write like this. Okay, that is equal to C into dV by dt, we can write. That is also equal to, here, since C is equal to A epsilon naught by X, from this A epsilon naught can be written as C into X, no? That's why we can write C into X into dE by dt also. So based on the given information, we can use any one of these formulas. So all these are for displacement current. All these are useful for displacement current. So whenever the intensity of electric field between the two plates of the capacitor changes, displacement current flows between the two plates of the capacitor, even though there is no passage of the charge from one plate to another plate. Even the potential difference across the two plates of the capacitor changes with the time. In that case also, displacement current passes. Okay, so according to this formula, we can find. Even there is a change here because of change of charge on the plates of the capacitor, between the two plates of the capacitor, displacement current passes. So all these are the various formulas for displacement current. Okay, here this displacement current is always exist between the two plates of the capacitor only. Suppose these two plates of the capacitor is connected across the external circuit to the variable cell or where some variable EMF. Okay, then displacement current all flows from positive potential, positive plate to negative terminal. So displacement current flows in this direction. At the same time, outside the plates of the capacitor, whenever the current passes here, definitely some current flow through these conducting wires also, because this capacitor is connected to the cell with by means of a wires, no, connecting wires, no. In the connecting wires, some current passes, that is called the conduction current, IC, conduction current. Here in the connecting wires, the electric current flowing here whenever the charge here while charging the capacitor or while discharging the capacitor, as the potential difference between the two plates of the capacitor changes or charge on the plates of the capacitor changes, some displacement current passes in between the two plates of the capacitor. While charging or discharging, as the charge on the plates of the capacitor changes, ID flows from one plate to another plate, and at the same time in the connecting wires also some current passes. That current is called the conduction current, IC. IC is called conduction current. Conduction current. IC is called conduction current. So the net current passing through the circuit, is equal to IC plus ID. IC plus ID. Outside the capacitor, outside the capacitor, outside capacitor, that means outside the capacitor, that means outside this capacitor only conduction current passes, because outside the capacitor there is no charge in the conducting wires. That's why displacement current outside the capacitor is 0. Okay, then in such case I is equal to IC. But in between the plates of the capacitor, in between plates of capacitor, in between the plates of capacitor, in that case the net current is equal to, in between the plates of the capacitor there is no flow of charge from one plate to another plate. That's why conduction current is 0, but displacement current exists. That's why ID exists, since IC is equal to 0. So in between the two plates of the capacitor, conduction current is 0 and the displacement current exists. Outside the two plates of the capacitor, ID is equal to displacement current is 0, but conduction current exists. Here conduction current is 0. So in this way, at any point the net current while charging the capacitor or discharging the capacitor, the net current passing through the conductor or in between the two plates of the capacitor, the current is same, that is equal to ID or that is equal to IC. So this is the displacement current. Here, whenever the displacement current passing between the two plates of the capacitor, okay, then some magnetic field is also developed in between the two plates of the capacitor. Some note points we have to discuss here. Here we have to discuss some note points. Okay. So two note points are there. We'll discuss those two note points, and after that we have to do the problems. Because some students asked this concept, most of the students asked this concept, that's why I'm explaining. So note points. Note 1. Suppose the two plates of the capacitor is connected across the alternating voltage source. If the two plates of the capacitor is connected across the AC source, at any instant of time, the AC source applies the alternating voltage across the capacitor given by V is equal to V naught into sine omega t. Capacitance of the capacitor is C. Capacitance of the capacitor is C. Are you getting my voice? Are you hearing my voice or not? Come on, respond immediately. Okay, Seshi Chava, you check your system. Okay, right. Here, alternating voltage applied by means of a source is equal to this one. Therefore, we had to find the displacement current from this. Here, what is the formula for displacement current? In terms of potential difference between the two plates of the capacitor, what is the formula for displacement? What is the formula for displacement current? Previously, we have obtained no displacement current in terms of applied voltage potential difference is equal to C into dV by dt. We got no C into dV by dt. We got. So displacement current is equal to C into dV by dt. V means C into d by dt of V means V naught sine omega t. Therefore, displacement current ID is equal to C into V naught is V naught is also constant. You write outside CV naught into d by dt of sine omega t. Therefore, CV naught into sine omega t differentiation cos omega t. Okay, into quotient of t is omega. That's why into omega. So this is the formula for displacement current. So displacement current is equal to CV naught omega into cos omega t. So what is the maximum displacement current? Here, whenever the capacitor is connected across the AC source, as the voltage across the capacitor varies according to the sine curve, then the displacement current passing through this, passing between the two plates of the capacitor also varies according to the cosine function. Okay, here what is the maximum displacement current? ID max. So maximum displacement current between the two plates of the capacitor is equal to, maximum means cosine function is 1. That's why C V naught into omega. Sometimes they may ask like that also. CV naught omega. Sometimes you will be given The alternating voltage applied between the two plates of the capacitor is this one. Then what is the maximum displacement current between the two plates? Means CV0 into omega. C is the capacitance, V0 is the peak voltage or maximum voltage of the maximum applied alternating voltage, and omega is the angular frequency of the AC signal applied. Okay, in this way, by means of this one, we can find the maximum displacement current, okay, between the two plates of the capacitor. Next one, what is the magnetic field developed between the two plates of the capacitor? Next, while charging or discharging, here magnetic field, whenever the displacement current passing from one plate to another plate, then definitely around the current carrying conductor, how magnetic field is developed. Then because of passage of the displacement current from one plate to another plate, magnetic field is also developed. So magnetic field in the space between the two plates of the capacitor, in space between two plates of the capacitor, magnetic field between the two plates of the capacitor. Suppose area of each plate is say A, capacitance is C. Here no doubt, suppose this plate acquires the positive charge, one plate acquires the negative charge, say. Then electric field is in this direction. No? Electric field is in this direction. Suppose these are the circular plates. These are the circular plates like this. These are the circular plates. Then this is the axis of the two plates of the capacitor. It is axis of two plates. If these are the circular plates, then area of each plate is equal to pi r square, where r is the radius of the each plate. Radius of the each plate is capital R. Then area of each plate is equal to pi r square. Okay, now in between the two plates of the capacitor, what is the displacement current? Already we know displacement current is equal to C dV by dt, or we can write in terms of intensity of electric field also we can write A epsilon naught into dE by dt, we can write like that. Okay, now what is the displacement current? Whenever the ID displacement current passing between the two plates of the capacitor, then current density between the two plates of the capacitor, current density is represented with J, that is equal to displacement current between the two plates of the capacitor by area of each plate. Because through area of each plate, capital A, through area of this curved area of the surface A, the displacement current passes is equal to ID. ఇక్కడ ఈ ప్లేట్ యొక్క ఏరియా క్యాపిటల్ ఏ అనుకోండి, ఏ ఏరియా ఉన్న ఈ సర్ఫేస్ గుండా పాస్ అయ్యే కరెంట్ ఒక ప్లేట్ నుంచి మరో ప్లేట్ కి ఎంత అంటే ఐడి, దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ డిస్ప్లేస్మెంట్ కరెంట్. ఓకే, దెన్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద కరెంట్ డెన్సిటీ? That means current passing through unity area of cross section, that is called the current density. So current density between the two plates of the capacitor is equal to, okay, this one. Therefore, when you consider what is the magnetic induction at this point, we have to find the magnetic induction at this point. You consider by taking this distance as small r from the axis of the two plates of the capacitor at a distance smaller, what is the magnetic induction B? We have to find. Okay, by taking this distance as the radius, you imagine a circular loop like this. Okay, then what is the current passing through this entire circular loop? What is the current passing through this entire circular loop? Due to that current at this point, what is the magnetic induction means? Here we can imagine this as the infinite conductor. Due to current carrying infinite conductor, what is the magnetic induction at a distance smaller? Due to long current carrying conductor, what is the magnetic induction at a distance smaller from the current carrying conductor? Mu naught by 2 pi into I by R formula is there, no? That's why here also at this point to find the magnetic induction B, magnetic induction is equal to mu naught by 2 pi. Because this distance is very small compared with the distance between the two plates, that's why we can imagine this distance as the long distance. Due to long current, just like it behaves like a long current carrying conductor, so whenever the this displacement current flowing from one plate to another plate like this, from the axis at a small distance smaller. At this point, what is the magnetic induction means? Magnetic induction at this point is equal to mu naught by 2 pi into current passing through this circular region. Current passing through this circular region is say I dash by distance of this point from the axis of the these plates. Because for this circular loop, this is the center, no? From this center at a distance smaller, what is the magnetic induction? They ask. That's why smaller you write. This is equal to mu naught by 2 pi into I dash means what is the current passing through them? Current passing through unit area of cross section between the two plates of the capacitor is this one. Then what is the current passing through this cross section? That means current density into, we can write this area, no? It is the current through unit area of cross section. Through this area of cross section, what is the current means? Into pi r square. That is I dash. Since I dash is equal to J into pi r square by smaller as usual we write smaller. Here r square cancel. Therefore, magnetic induction B is equal to mu naught by 2 pi into what about J? J means ID by A means pi r square, no? ID by pi r square. So you write ID by pi capital R square into here J, instead of J we have written into pi small r is there. Pi small r. Pi cancel. Therefore, B is equal to mu naught by 2 pi into ID displacement current into R by capital R square. This is the formula for magnetic induction at a point which is at a distance smaller between the two plates of the capacitor from the axis due to displacement current. What is the maximum magnetic induction developed between the two plates of the capacitor? B max. Maximum magnetic induction developed. For the maximum magnetic induction, whenever R is maximum, then magnetic induction is maximum. That means at the periphery of the plates, magnetic induction becomes maximum. At the periphery of the plates. So here H small r is equal to capital R. Magnetic induction is maximum, which is equal to, instead of small r you write capital R. Capital R square cancel. Then mu naught by 2 pi into ID by capital R, because capital R square cancel. That's why this is the formula for maximum magnetic induction between the two plates of the capacitor due to displacement current. So in this way we can find the magnetic induction also between the two plates of the capacitor. Okay. So in this way, due to displacement current, we can find the magnetic induction. So here, how we can find displacement current? Displacement current means already previously we have different formulas. ID is equal to C into dV by dt, or ID is equal to epsilon naught A into dE by dt. Different formulas are there, no? By that formula, we can find the ID value. If know the radius of the plate, maximum magnetic induction between the two plates of the capacitor, we can calculate due to displacement current. Okay, in this way we can find. Right, this is the displacement current. Okay,